Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Lion's Gate. Murphy is greeting you this morning. The, the battery on my phone, no kidding, is at 88%. I kind of love that to start because, excuse me a second. Murphy, come here. Come here. um, anyway, uh, I'm just fascinated by the Lion's Gate, and it is partly something in the sky. And I'm not an astrologer, so I don't understand all of it, but I am excited about the idea of sharing time with people who want to be luckier. That really motivates me. And so today I'm starting out very early. I got out of bed and went running on the walk with the dogs. And then I came back and I thought, okay, let's go. So anybody that would like to have a reading today for the Lionsgate and what luck has to say to you, right? What does luck have to say to you? So, good morning. I'm glad you're joining me. I'll get myself situated here. And I pulled this card to start off for the collective. There is something about standing. Good morning, Christina Rose, Kane. I'm so glad to see you guys here because this was such a last minute decision. Just getting up, getting myself out, walking the dogs early, and then wanting to start off this day with luck. And so when I pulled this card, I actually used this deck yesterday, but I love it so much because this card has a really special message in my mind, and that is our strength to be able to be our full selves unabashedly, unapologetically, where we can shine. And in Leo season, it's important. It's the lion, right? And so, those of you who with Leo in your chart or a strong personality, this is your day. Okay, so what I'm doing here with this is I love using this illustration for lion strength within us because we want to be seen, some of us want to be seen as gentle. We want to be seen as loving. We want to be seen as patient and kind. So I believe that as I start these readings today, that there is this exquisitely special message for those of you who have a hard time being strong, having a strong boundary, even with yourself, right? I'm going through something right now where I'm doing some changing in the kinds of foods that I eat. And so that's a change. And it's part of me does not care for the change, but another part of me feels inspired by it. So, this way of drawing these strong boundaries for ourselves where we can access our strength when we need it, because there is this secret part of you. There's a lion in you. There's an energy in you that is drawing you forward. Um, excuse me for Murphy. Hey, Murphy. Murphy. Oh, oh, my neighbor's walking by. But there's an energy that is so strong in us that I think it scares us sometimes. Sometimes when you've had to be firm with somebody, right? And so here, this beautiful 8 card that is the strength card, right? It's got 8. We've got this figure 8 on her arm. So I figured like that's the best way for us to start off this day of luck. All right. So, as you guys know from the past, that all you have to do is tell me something that you love about your life, something that's gratitude based, and then I will pull a card for you. And yes, if you want to ask me a question, you can for sure, because that's what it's here for. But I'm going to be spinning um, our messages to the Lion's Gate and to being lucky. So, Preeti, all you need to do is put something that you love about your life. If you repeat the question, that doesn't help us because we want to fill this stream with luck, love, and abundance. All right. So, what do we love about our life? Kane, I see that you added a gratitude in there. Christina Rose, I know you're at a beautiful lake and you've shared that with me. All right, let's jump in. So, Kane, thank you. Oh, I love that, Preeti. Thank you very much. Excellent. So we will have Kane first, and then I'm going to draw a card for Christina, and then I'm going to draw a card for Preeti. How do we become luckier? How do we become luckier in love, luckier in our life, lucky with our, if we're in separation from somebody, how do we improve our luck? All right, so Kane, I'm happy to have you be first today. Okay, what's our lucky card for Kane? Well, Kane, my friend, looky there. What we have is the World card. So what we're seeing is, as I grab my pencil, you guys know I'm a teacher, I can't help myself. But so your card of great luck on this day is the promise that you are finishing a cycle, Kane, that all of the readings that you've had so far have been guiding you slowly but surely to looking at your life in a brand new way. Okay, so as we look at this beautiful image coming through, remember that the gender of the figure doesn't really matter because it's an energy. But the world shows that you're ready to walk through this portal. Look at the beautiful portal into a brand new experience. I think that you have been slowly but surely looking at your potential in terms of career and in terms of love. And all of this, see all this behind the figure, all of these circling, the cycles that are behind the figure. It just shows that your good luck, Kane, is coming directly from the universe, guiding you through into a new generation. Your age may be such that you are going into a new decade, but the whole idea of entering into your new world with joy and anticipation. It's a wonderful card for you for the Lion's Gate. Okay. Now, some of you guys know I say just take a quick screenshot if you're using your phone, and then you can keep that card for a lucky charm for yourself. Okay. Wonderful. What a great card. Okay, so let's go next. I'm going to draw for beautiful Christina Rose. Thank you, Priyanka. I love that you're grateful for some of the feelings from your person, and that's important. Thank you for telling me. I really am happy when I hear people love something about a person, even though the person might be a problem, right? So, Christina Rose, it is Lionsgate. Now, Christina Rose and I have just started a community on WhatsApp, and we have a small group growing over there. And this morning, we both put a Lionsgate greeting in at the same moment, 7:12 a.m., which is pretty remarkable. And so we kind of made we kind of made an interesting intersection of our energies this morning at the exact time. And I think that that's just a sign of our luck. And so, Miss Darling Christina Rose, let's just see what it is that your lucky card. And remember, everyone, that's what I'm picking. I'm picking a lucky card for you. I didn't understand about Lionsgate at first, about how lucky it was. And then recently I started reading a little bit. I'm like, oh my goodness, we need to take advantage of this day. All right, so Christina Rose, we have the Ten of Wands. Now, this is a lucky card for you. Once again, this is a card showing the close of a cycle. Okay, there has been something going on in your life that has been burdensome for you, very burdensome, Miss Christina Rose. And those of you who are watching, you may find some harmony with my reading for any of the people we draw for today. That's not unusual because on this date right now, 8/8, it's time to look at what's going on. What is it that you want to see changed? What do you want to be lucky about? I feel, Christina Rose, I have a sense in my mind what this is about. There's a pack of problems here, right? And I really feel like your inner being, your guidance is pulling you. Notice, look at how the wind is just blowing, right? Now, without that, where's my crystal? Where did I put it? If we cover this up, you would not see, it doesn't look like the wind is blowing. It looks still. However, when you look at this part of it, this is a gust of wind blowing. And so I really feel like spirit in all the purity is coming from underneath in a way you don't understand, that's going to motivate you and help you close off something that's a problem for yourself. Okay, this is a lucky day. This is your lucky card. And what it means is that the universe wants to carry the burden. The universe does not want you carrying a burden. So, whatever this means to you, this long path that you've been on, Miss Christina Rose, let me know. It's something you might want to do tapping about. We can talk about that later. All right, so next, let's look at lucky card. Tanisha's here. Love it, love it. Tanisha, I haven't heard from you yet. I'm waiting. Okay, any of you who want to reach out, manifestfaster.com is where you can find all about my bookings if you want a private reading. And tarotinfoplease@gmail.com is how you can get a hold of me, ask me questions. You can suggest themes for readings, anything. I love to hear from you guys. All right, so now next we have PT. Thank you. Pretty. Yes, indeed. So again, what is your lucky card, Preeti? I know you have concerns about your partner. What is your lucky card when it comes to dealing with your relationship? Whoopsie. Now see how that card jumped? I'm going to take it. Wow, look at that. Okay, so Preeti, this is your lucky card. What a beautiful card with the 10 of Pentacles, picturing the tree of life. Now, I have goosebumps all over my body right now, just at the beauty of this card. And you know what, Preeti? I see you as this figure for some reason. When I opened the card, I saw this picture and I think of you as a child. And I think that you are learning some things right now about love that you did not know when you were a child. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for telling me that, Preeti, because this is what I'm feeling. I feel like you have had a dream in your heart for your whole lifetime to have a happy family. The 10 of Pentacles, there's hardly a more delicious happy family card, except, of course, the 10 of Cups. But the 10 of Pentacles is really more about the relationship. But I also notice that all of the pentacles are surrounding this little child. So I feel like this is such an important card for you, Preeti. So take a breath, Preeti. Now, here's the situation. It's like, see this little person back here, this little boy back here, way back here in the background? And notice how this child's back is turned away from this child. So I feel that so many people think that someone in their past is the best. They just think, of course, look at this, see how this tree of life is right over that little boy's head? Well, no, not necessarily, because there are literally millions of people, and there are probably 1,000 people, Preeti, in your world, 1,000 people, no kidding, in the circle of your life that could be a good partner. And I know that sounds very weird because part of you wants to um, be sure that that person you're asking me about is your lucky person. But the card is showing that your desire for having a family is in the future. It's this way. It's not behind you. So I feel that this is what your lucky card says. You are on your way to a family. But the truth is, you need to be open to receiving love from who the universe has for you. Okay. So if I were you, I would give yourself 30 days. This is the 8/8. So wait till September 8 and just work on putting your person out of your mind. Because if they come back to you, that's very lucky, right? If they don't, then you will open your door of luck to a future partner. Okay, Preeti? This is a wonderful reading, but a hard reading. This is your lucky card. You do have a family ahead, but it doesn't look like it's lucky to go backwards. Make sense? All right, so we have I believe it's Priyanka. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Preeti. Okay, let's see. Let's see what I got. Oh, thank you, Mr. Christina, for helping people understand how to play the game, which is fantastic. And I just want to go back and figure, where's my person? Priyanka, that's what it is, Priyanka. And then Mr. Christina Rose, can you put in there who's next? I'm kind of losing track already. I'll always go down to the bottom and pick. I think Florentina is there with a gratitude. Okay, thank you, Mystic Rose. All right, so Priyanka. Now again, Priyanka, remember, this is Lion's Gate. Oh, thank you, darling. You know what? I was watching a reading for myself last night, and it was from Minnow Pond. If you guys have never seen Minnow Pond, make sure that you go check him out. And he was saying to the Scorpios, you're going to be getting help. You're suddenly having support. And so you, my darling, Mystic Christina Rose, look at how you stepped in to support me. And Green Adventuring Tarot, we're going to be on live tomorrow. These two women have stepped out of the blue. Do you think I feel lucky? Oh my goodness, I totally do. So Priyanka, this is your lucky card for our Lionsgate. Thank you guys for being here for Lionsgate. Okay, oops. Hang on a second. I can feel I need some water. I feel so lucky today to have you guys here. I'm the luckiest woman alive. We could have a contest. Priyanka, your lucky card. Oh, Priyanka, again, Priya, I'm sorry, I think I mispronounce your name. I don't mean to do that. But this Ace of Pentacles, I just got a little excited because, again, this is for a lucky card. Now, any of you, there's a hummingbird right outside my window eating out of a rose bud or a barely open rose. So, those of you who are watching right now, you might want to go and Google the spiritual meaning of hummingbird because it will give you an extra little blessing. Good day from South Africa, Desiree. Oh, I have some friends in South Africa that I did a book club with a couple years ago, a virtual book club, and it was so fun. Hey, cute girl, welcome. All you need to do is put something you love into the stream, and I am happy to read you a card. Okay? And Mystic Christina Rose is there helping me keep track. Okay, so first of all, Brianna, this is a fantastic lucky card. Anyone who wants to claim this lucky card, if you want to claim it, claim it. Just put it into the comments, add a thumbs up. This can be your card also. The Ace of Pentacles is probably one of the luckiest cards for you. Look at how the seed of new relationships or new financial situations, both are covered here. The seed is being provided for you today. I have goosebumps all over my body. This is such a cool card to have, and especially in this deck, because notice how, as the divine hands, the hands of God, as they reach toward you with a new seed, something new for you for 8/8, um, it already has roots growing on it. When you buy a little plant from the store and there's a seedlings growing, this means explosive growth. There's something happening for you, my friend, that is new, and it's very much similar to the message from the previous person, because see, this is a door, this is a portal, and today we have this Lion's Gate portal, and it's a brand new opening. So it looks to me like your past is in your past for a reason. Many people who come to me wanting to have readings from a no contact person, they do not feel lucky because they wish that they had their person. They feel unlucky because they're in no contact. And I'm telling you, Priyanka, that's not true. You are being blessed and protected. All right. And so, what we need is for you to allow yourself a bit of time where you're not so focused on the past. All right. Your lucky message is to focus on what's new in your life right now. You may need to go make some new friends. Being a volunteer is a wonderful way to break out of a pattern. Take your luck and give it to someone else. Go somewhere where people are doing less than you are, and help them out. And remember that generosity is the quickest way to connect with people. All right. What a beautiful reading so far, you guys. I don't know about you, but I am goosebumping over here. All right. So thank you so much, you guys, for adding the thanks. Desiree, thank you so much for being grateful for. I didn't read why you're grateful. I can't do everything at once. So I'm trusting Christina Rose to affirm and acknowledge your gratitudes, of course. And Desiree, I'm so glad you're here. I wonder what time it is over there. What is Desiree's secret lucky message for today? What is the secret lucky message for Desiree? Let's check it out. Oh, Desiree, are you a surfer? The Three of Wands. This is really nice. Again, a wonderful lucky card. What this is suggesting is that you are ready for a change. Desiree, there's something going on in your life right now that has been stalling you a bit. You've been waiting for just the right conditions. And I notice what strikes me here today is that these waters don't look very good for a surfboard, do they? I mean, there's like three waves, and that's not so fun. I lived in Baja, Mexico for a few years, and I so loved it. But the coast along that part of Mexico is not very active for surfing. And I can remember so many times I would be looking out there and the surfers would be just laying on their surfboards or sitting on them waiting for a wave. And so I feel like you've sensed your life being in a pause, like there's something you want to do. You have fiery passion to do something, but the conditions don't seem right. So for you, Desiree, your lucky card is things are more prepared than you think they are. Part of what you're needing is some collaborators. You need to be willing to ask for help, for support. There's some skills that you don't know how to do, and there's maybe a vehicle that's a different vehicle than you're using. But all of this energy that I'm seeing in this card is very profound because starting today, as you can hear Murphy in the background, starting today, the affirmation that will help you will be this: even though I'm not sure, I've got a bunch of sirens going by, it's distracting me. Even though I'm not sure what my next steps are, I plan on finding help. Even though I'm insecure a little about what's going to happen next, I choose to feel lucky today. Even though I'm not sure how to get out there, the truth is my inner being knows for sure what my next steps are, and I'm going to keep moving. Okay, wonderful card for you, Desiree. I'm excited. Those of you, please email me if there's any questions or anything you want to know, because I'm so excited to read these lucky cards for you. And if it's meaningful, I appreciate hearing from you. Okay, cute girl, welcome. I know you've been here before. Thank you, cute girl. And thank you for loving your life in some way. Thank you for creating such a positive stream when I go live. I love you for that, cute girl. All right, let's draw your lucky card, Lionsgate lucky card. Oh, beautiful. Wow. So, cute girl, there is so much joy right now in the heavens with Lionsgate for you. You have been very determined and very, I would say, self-reliant. There's been an energy around you of, I'm going to say the word survival. There's something about you that does not give up, does it, cute girl? And even though you're not where you want to be, you're not where you used to be. Isn't that the truth? Well, I just got goosebumps all over my chest with that one. I'm going to say it again. You're not where you used to be. That's true. But part of what you're needing to do is release yourself and be patient with yourself, my dear cute girl, because of course you're not where you want to be. I'm sensing this frustration in you, like, doggone it, I should be able to go faster, or something should move faster. But I want you to look at the bottom of this card, and you see all of this black, all of these attachments that in your past, like what you're sitting on, are a variety of experiences that you're working your way through. You just can't get there faster. Imagine, if you will, a butterfly coming out of its cocoon. It can't hurry. An egg, a little chick coming out of the egg, it can't hurry. It has to peck, peck, peck. And that's kind of what you're doing. You're pecking at your self concept, at your self confidence. And this card today just shows you're on an energetic journey. You're on a spiritual journey. There's no accident you're on this reading. You love to learn things about the supernatural, right? So this card is, to me, a card of tradition. In some decks, it's called the Pope because it has deep spiritual tradition. And so I believe that you're walking up this staircase here, finding your own traditions, maybe walking a little bit away from your family's traditions, from your family of origin, and really walking to your spiritual groundedness. This year, between now and next 8/8, is going to be a very busy year for you. It's important that you stay patient and joyful. All right. So, as I like to say, you can go ahead and take a screenshot of this card, and it is your lucky card. Excellent. All right, Miss Teresa, you are next. Thank you so much for playing the gratitude game with me and adding things that you love. So grateful for that. Do throw in a thumbs up. Do you guys know that when you hit the thumbs up, you make my life luckier? No lie. When you hit the thumbs up, it makes me luckier because YouTube pays attention. And so thank you very much for the blessing of your thumbs ups. And of course, if you're new here, please subscribe. Okay, Teresa, I know you've been here before also, so thank you so much for coming back. And let's draw a lucky Lionsgate card for you. If any of you guys are watching, want to have a card, please add something that you love. I'm going to do a card for all of y'all after Teresa's, and then I'll check in and see who is thanking. Okay, so Teresa, this is your card. Oh, okay. The Tower. Imagine the Tower card being a lucky card. Thank you, universe, for opening the gate and letting us see how this particular card is a lucky card. A lot of times, Teresa, when life gives you lemons and then you need to make lemonade, it's just a process, right? It's like, oh, now I have to make lemonade. It's like, oh, well, ho hum, life goes up and down and up and down. So, what does this card have for you, Teresa? It's playfulness, okay? The universe is really wanting you to lean in and use playfulness as your lucky charm. The squirrel, the lesson of squirrel is that they work way too hard. They bury nuts, like I think it's 80% of their time or something. And they bury nuts all over the place. There's acorns buried all over the place because they're compulsive and they can't stop burying the nuts. But do you know that they only find about 5% of the nuts that they hide? So let's just think about that for a second. Take a breath. So, Teresa, there's something called the Pareto principle, which means 80% of your results come from 20% of your effort. Most of us spin our wheels. We waste time thinking that what we're doing is important. The way the universe has designed us is to have pleasure and playfulness, laughter. These are all things that have been missing, Teresa. There's been, see this darkness around the squirrel? The squirrel it loves to run around and explore and find those nuts. But what's happening for you is that you're feeling a little bit stuckish. So today for Lionsgate, it's playfulness. Okay, so write that down. And then an affirmation could be, even though I don't feel very playful at the moment, the truth is I could choose to be happier. Even though I don't feel like doing my hobby right now, the truth is that when I'm doing it, I feel better. Even though I'm unsure sometimes how to cheer myself up, the truth is there's always a YouTube video to make me laugh. Okay, so your magic message for this Lionsgate is playfulness and pleasure. Got it, Teresa? Okay, let me just go down here and see what's happening. Priyanka's there, thank you. And okay, and Florentina. Hey, Florentina, did I miss you, Florentina? Okay. Yes, okay, good. Nope, I didn't do Florentina. Yes, you are next, my darling. I'm happy to do it. Okay, but I'm going to do a collective first, just because I know there's several people watching and some people are at work and they don't dare use their device at work, but they're listening in. So I want to do a couple of readings right now for just anyone that's out there. I just feel that sensation. There's someone watching who needs a special message. So I'm just going to pull one for the collective. And then I will get right to you, Florentina, and anyone else who wants a private card where I pull it just for you, a lucky card. Just add something that you love in your life, and I'm glad to do it. So, right now, who's watching that needs that message? Who's watching that's shy but really wants a lucky Lionsgate message for the collective? Ah, all right. So, I get this strong sensation there's somebody watching who really enjoys being on their own. That you may be like me. I really enjoy my own company, almost to a fault. And by that I mean that sometimes I stay quiet to myself when I shouldn't, because there's a need to get a spark from other people. All right. So I believe that there's someone watching right now who's caught in the middle, like they really enjoy being alone, maybe really enjoy nature, and they enjoy their own company. But there's part of them that has been feeling a little stretched out of shape. I mean, this doesn't look that comfortable if you were to hang there for a whole month. I mean, if you hung there for a little while, it might be refreshing, get that blood going to your head. But once you're there for a while, it's like, hang on a second, what's going on? So I feel for someone watching, I really feel your heart because I feel like you sense you know what? This is drawing my eye, so I'm just drawing it over because this is the same shape. See how this is the same shape, my lizard? And so the lizard message is all about regeneration. So something has happened for someone that stopped their life, that changed their life, and it interrupted it so badly that they had nothing but to hang and do nothing for a while. And so I feel like the message for you on this very lucky day is to realize that you are regenerating. The lizard medicine is that they can lose their tail, but they still live and they grow a new one. So I can't help but notice the echo in the shape here. And I feel like for someone, they really need to let go of a past love. That this day has come. It could be that the person has passed away, or it could be that they've simply ghosted you. But you have done enough suffering, and it's time for you on this lucky day to acknowledge that it is gone and that as you allow yourself to release this past situation, you are pouring regenerating power into your life right now on this day. This 24 hours. Actually, the Lion's Gate is open for more than one day, but this is so important for someone listening. Allow yourself to release that past. All right. You will not regret it. Okay. Florentina, so sorry, and aren't you patient? Thank you so much for patiently waiting. And as I get these readings just for the general, I want to be able to serve you that way because I find that some people don't know quite how to use the collective readings. And also, I appreciate that it feels weird that it can feel so personal when it is for everyone, right? But part of the magic of the Lion's Gate is for us to realize that we are connected. As you do some work about oneness and realizing how our human energies are truly connected. How many times have you been somewhere and there's an angry person in the room and you can feel it, can't you? Some of us were married to very angry people who didn't know how to communicate very well and things did not go well, right? So, this is a time, this day, when we really absorb the luck the universe has for ourselves. So, Florentina, let's draw you your lucky card. Ah, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, Florentina. So, what's happening here? Again, very excited to see this today because the Wheel of Fortune is always spinning. It's just always going. And I really love using this deck because it has so many repetitions of the portal. And we look at all of these portals or doorways that you've been through so far, Florentina. And this current cycle, the current cycle that you're in right now, is spinning to your good fortune. For you to pull the lucky card of the Wheel of Fortune up on the luckiest day of the year means that something really great is going on for you. A couple of pointers. Number one, I see how this negative energy is flowing off of one side of the figure, and the positive energy is flowing into the other. What I'm also noticing is that this, Florentina, is the same body position as that hanged man, isn't it? It's almost as if that hanged man energy from the past that we just did is now all right and righting itself so that it's ready to find balance on a new cycle. it's so important to allow ourselves to flush through the negative experiences day to day. Murphy, thank you for sharing. Um, as we go through the day, there's not hardly a day that goes by, Florentina, that something doesn't frustrate or cause doubt or cause there's a word, consternation. That's such a weird word popped into my head, where you're just um, irritated. That happens to every human every day. And so if you get into the routine of doing a nightly meditation, there's a man named Michael Seeley. I'm sleeping better at night listening to him, and I wake up to him in the mornings also. And he does these wonderful meditations where he just helps you flush through all the negative experiences of a given day. So what your lucky card is saying to you today is do this on the regular. If you peek into the description box, and I always add a comment once the reading is finished. There are some detachment tools in there where you can actually jot down. It's like a journaling tool, and you can jot down all the crummy stuff that happened to you in a given day without talking it, right? You can just journal it and then allow some meditation to freshen your energy because girl, there's a lucky something gonna happen. It just is a given. We have so many people in the world right now who are aware of luck and aware of being in the right place at the right time. And much of that has to do with gratitude. As you'll hear me talk, that's why I use gratitude in here, because if you flush through the negative experiences of the day and just pick two or three things you're grateful for, you're going to experience being in the right place at the right time for sure. Okay, so let me sneak ahead here. All right, Tanisha's next then. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's all these people. Yes, yes, yes. We have Tanisha and then Mahak and Arushi and Manu. Excellent. And yes, okay, Tanisha. Don't you love Lionsgate, Tanisha? I know Tanisha has cards, and those of you, anybody who has cards, oracle cards or um, tarot cards, I have a project and I would love to have you involved. Mystical, that's how I met Mystic Christina Rose. She volunteered to help me out, and she has cards, and we have already had a wonderful time together. So if you want to collaborate with me, I will explain how. All you have to do is email me, and I'm happy to say. Okay, so Tanisha, my fellow tarot sister, what is it that is your very luckiest card? The card of the year, right? Lucky card, lucky day. Oh, the reason they say that this Lionsgate is particularly lucky is because if you add up the numerology of the year, um, it's 2024 equals 8. So that's why some experts are saying that this particular Lionsgate is extra lucky because the year is actually 8 also in numerology, although I think it goes down to, it reduces. But anyway, I don't know much about that. Tanisha, what is your lucky card, girl? And oh, wonderful. Tanisha, I have goosebumps all over myself. Girl, you are definitely at the beginning hang on, let me get my thoughts. There's a journey that is starting out today. Okay. Now, this particular card is very important to me as a reader because I believe that the words that come from me are healing. And the star card is all about healing. So I feel like that kinship with you, my friend Tanisha, that you being a reader, perhaps you're shy, or perhaps that you're just not sure that I used to feel that way. I mean, you guys, I just turned over 2,000 uploads. I can't even imagine that I've done that many. It's just been so much fun for me. And somebody said, well, why do you need to do another one if you have 2,000? It's because it's so fun. And as you guys tune into my voice, and some of you have written me letters and emails and explain to me how the readings have helped you. And it's just so fun for me. It's very life-giving. So Tanisha, I believe you and I share that. And see this strand? This is how important one single thought is. One single thought that you are connected to the source of your readings, right? The readings don't come from you. And I think that might be your luckiest card right now, because I know I used to wonder, why am I saying that? Or where did that idea come from? And now, after more than 20 years of readings, I really know that the words that come out are connected to the card. And then that connects to the people who need the message. But all you need is one thought, and that is, I'm connected to the wisdom. I'm not creating the wisdom. All right. This is the Light Seers deck, in case that you're not familiar. I just want to show a picture. But this particular card really does motivate me on your behalf. I believe that when I look at this dress with all the different colors in there, that you have an appeal, that there's people being attracted to you right now, and that you're rising above. Again, I see this black at the bottom, meaning that you are in your issues, right? But you're rising above them in consciousness to help people with your readings. What a beautiful card for you. Very lucky for the year. I'm saying that for the year because honestly, the Lionsgate is just a once a year occurrence, and next year we're going to be celebrating again. I feel like so far the cards that have been coming have been very universal for the year. Don't you feel that way too, Christina Rose? That there's more going on today than we're even aware of. So, Mahak, all right, Mahak, what is your lucky card? I appreciate that. I have to take a drink of water, you guys. I appreciate you guys for asking your questions. I'm not reading through the questions right now because I want to draw a lucky card for you. The universe knows your issue, right? So let's let the universe get you a lucky card, Mahak. Lucky card for a lucky day. And justice. Well, Mahak, this is a wonderful card, isn't it? A wonderful lucky card. So it looks like something is going on in your life where you have felt mistreated or something hasn't been fair. Okay. So because of that, let me just turn this card around because this helps me explain it for you, Mahak. See how exhausted this figure looks? Just exhausted. Something's been going on that's just draining you and pulling your energy away from you. Okay, Mahak? However, in life, we are never truly alone because this, as you guys know, this is my this is how I express my spiritual beliefs at this moment. I believe that the greater part of me is invisible. The energy of me, the spirit of me, is something that is divine. It is bigger than me by light years. The little me, the personality, this is the part of me that gets annoyed or frustrated. This is the part like when Murphy's barking and somebody's at my door and I'm trying to do a live that I get all worried and nervous about you guys and what you're thinking. But if I always, well, I can't always stay in tune, and neither can you, Mahak. But when we find ourselves out of tune with our inner being, that's when we feel the worst. When we forget that we have guidance, that's when we feel bad. Okay. So here, this figure, it's like she forgets that she has guidance. But look at these. These look like golden parachutes, don't they? Isn't that beautiful? What this shows is no matter how things are going, your inner guidance never leaves you. There's always these golden parachutes. So when you're going through what it is you're going through, Mahak, I want you to remember this lucky card. Your guidance is always with you. Not only that, but your guidance is very comfortable. This inner being part of you, the inner being, is never worried. Our spiritual self is never upset, never angry, never fearful, never doubtful. The only part of us that gets all of those negative feelings is our little personality. So, Mahuk, turn to your inner being, meditate. You could do tapping. Of course, you guys know I am a big tapping fan, but the idea of trust right now is so important. So, take a screenshot of this card if you want, Mahak, and this is your lucky card. So, affirmations. Even though I do not feel lucky, even though I do not feel lucky, I am open to connecting deeply with my guidance. Even though I'm not sure about what's happening next, I choose to trust my inner guidance. Even though justice is something I don't know about, I choose to change my mind about that because my guidance is always with me. Okay? Powerful card for you, Mahak. All right, Arushi, you are next, and then Manu. Let's take a peek. What are the lucky cards? Those of you who are enjoying the readings and you love the Lionsgate, do you love the idea of being lucky? 8, 8, and the year adds up to 8. Also, 8 is the strength card, 8 is the sign of infinity, 8 is the lucky, lucky day. So let's celebrate it. And we have Arushi. What is your lucky card? And it's the Empress. Okay, so Arushi, there is something going on in your life right now that you're being surrounded, and the what's surrounding you are little tiny signs of growth. All right. So, what we're seeing, Arushi, is today, this is the universe wants you to know you are on the edge of a major development. Okay. This water coming onto her back is spirit. Okay. And also the blue. I love the repetition of the blue here because the blue is all about speaking up for yourself. All right. Remember that the gender of the card is not important, it's the energy. But there are things coming your way that are solving your issues. However, they're so tiny. So you're being called to a life of gratitude. Your lucky message today, Arushi, is being able to stay grateful for everything you're going through because the universe is delivering to you. There are so many, for example, today my doorbell rang at 7 o'clock a.m., pretty unusual. And standing at my door was my neighbor with a bag of 3 tomatoes in it. Okay, so she brings those tomatoes to me on the lucky day, right? Now, I have to take a moment to be grateful for that blessing. It was lucky to receive those tomatoes on this day. But the tomatoes seem so small. I mean, yes, I would love if $1,000 dropped on my lap today, well, that would be awesome. I would spend that in a certain way, right? Or if somebody gave me something of higher value, I've been given chairs and tables and different things, but tomatoes seem so small. So that's what I'm seeing is that how many tiny blessings can you count in your life on the daily? Okay, Arushi, as you count your tiny blessings, you're going to create a huge flood of abundance into your life. Wonderful lucky card. Be sure to take a picture if you want to snap a screenshot. You can take that for your lucky card. Remember, your key to success, Arushi, is count the tiny blessings. Okay, Manu. Welcome back, Manu. I'm so glad you're here. Who else wants a lucky card? Who out there wants a lucky card? I'm happy to draw one. In fact, right now, Manu, I'm going to keep you waiting just for a moment because I feel there's somebody out there. There's somebody watching me right now, and your heart is breaking. You're feeling you're in a no contact situation and your heart is breaking. And part of you does not want to put your name into the comments because you just don't, you're just a private person. So whoever that is who's watching me right now, Manu, you're next. Who is it? Who of my friends? What do they need? What's their lucky card? What's their lucky card? Okay, there's someone who's whoopsie watching me. All right. Okay, so I'm just picking up that there's someone who they've been with, I'm going to call the person that you've been with kind of a rascal. There's kind of a rascal energy. Do you know what I mean by rascal? Just kind of a little bit rough around the edges, doesn't like to follow the rules, doesn't like to put reins on the horses. There's this energy of unsettledness that has been in this situation. You guys are black and white, aren't you? You do see things very differently. And yet there was that magnetism that brought you together. There was some kind of magnetism that held you together for a while, but it is just not working, is it? There's it sometimes we can get involved in relationships where it's painful and we almost enjoy the pain. I don't know how else to put that. It's like if things are going too well, we feel like when's the other shoe gonna drop? It's just a lot of stress. So what does this mean? How could this be a lucky card? One of the things that Abraham Hicks teaches, and I love them so much, is that when you're with something that you don't want, when you find yourself in a situation that you don't want, it gives you the best clarity on what it is you do want. Okay, so though someone's watching me, you're going through a no contact, it's painful for you. The reality is you need to make your own luck. All right, you need to be able to realize that everything that's happened in that last relationship is showing you what you no longer need or want. Grab a piece of paper and write down a list of all the things about this particular person, the no contact person. Write down all of the personality aspects, all of the frustrations, all of the things that have disappointed you, and then realize that that list is the exact opposite of the list of what you do want. I love how this white and this dark cross each other. That's what I'm feeling. It's the duplication of this. So as you write down the 10 things that disappointed you about this X, then on the other side of the paper, write the opposite. They didn't call you often enough. They call you when they want to talk to you. They didn't come home at night. They wouldn't dream of not being with you in the evening. They don't like to do your hobby. They love hearing about your hobby. As you go back and forth, they don't like animals, let's say, and then your ideal person would love pets. You need to create your own luck. All right. So this card, super important, letting go of the flaky people from your past and launching towards people who are a better fit. Okay. Very lucky card for someone. So thank you, Manu, for your patience. I appreciate that. Anybody else want a lucky card? I'm happy to draw it for you. Hi, Bella. Bella just came in. She's going to lay down with me. So fun doing the readings with the dogs. Okay, so Manu, thank you for your patience. That would crack me up, Manu, if you were that last reading. So let's take a peek here. What do we have for our friend Manu? What's the lucky Lionsgate card? Right, we have the Page of Wands. This is such a happy card, isn't it? Let's take a look at this, Manu. This card shows that you have just come through something that has been burdensome. All right. The pages carry the same energy as the aces because they're like a fresh start. They're the start of the court cards in the suit, and there's a lot of freedom here. The Ten of Wands is a card of carrying burdens. And in fact, the Ten of Wands did show up early on in the reading for someone. But for today, for you, look at, doesn't she look lucky? I love that. Sometimes when you draw a card like that, the universe knows that you really need a hug. The universe knows that you need something to encourage you and inspire you. What will cause you to toss your wand into the air, to feel joy and to feel freedom? It's so important that you feel growth. This is, in a way, when you look at her in her moment, she's just by herself and she's celebratory. However, the pages are messengers and they are also students. And so, as she approaches her next stage of life, which could be the next decade, that as she goes into this next 10-year cycle, that she's ready to be a different person. So I feel for you, Manu, today is an extraordinary day. That there's some things happening, some choices that you're making that are permanently changing your life. And the universe is affirming you and saying, yes, the energy's there. Notice we have another repetition of the circle, which is the portal. So today's portal is all about you accepting your new situation. Do not be afraid of leaving the past behind. How worried does she look about leaving the past behind? Nothing, right? She's not carrying any backpacks. There's no suitcases. There's no burdens. She's leaving it behind. So let that be a lucky card for you when you're going forward here, especially in this next month. Whenever you feel tempted to look backwards, don't do it. Don't do it. It's not in your best interest, okay? So going down to the bottom here. Okay, Brenda. All right. Is there anybody else? Oh, Amanda. Hi, Amanda. Okay, Amanda, did you drop a thank you in there? Oh, yeah, good. Okay. Okay, awesome. All right. Okay, thank you so much, Fran. All right, good. I need a update on the thank yous, Christina, and I believe, sir. Oh, thank you, sir. Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. I so appreciate. Could everybody lay their hand on their heart and thank the Lord for Miss Christina Rose, who's so valiantly helping me. I appreciate it. I want her to be blessed today. So, Sarav, what a beautiful name, Sarav. Let's take a peek here. I really appreciate your help, Christina Rose. All right. All right. Let me just give this a quick shuffle. I just feel like I want to mix cards up a little bit. And Sarav, what do we have for you, my friend? Lucky card for the Lionsgate. Y'all are so welcome here. Thank you so much for being with me and sharing this time because I feel luckier with you guys here with me for sure. All right. So, Sarav, what is your lucky card for the Lionsgate? Look at that. Okay, so Sarav, this is again, I'm telling you guys when I get goosebumps because, quite frankly, many times the people that I'm reading for get goosebumps at the same time I do. So that's why I say that. My body does tend to feel the energy of the people that are on the video. So, but this card is how we started. We started off with this beautiful lion card. And so it's so cool that it visited us again because it's the eight. It's got, oh, here, my crystal I dropped on the floor. Um, because, oops, I'm sorry, it caused an earthquake. The strength card is the lion. It's an eight card. and she's got that infinity sign, and I picked it to start the deck. So you might want to go back and just watch the first reading when I post this, so you'll get a double reading on it. But this is how I like to show this. I believe, for you, Sarav, is that you're being called to be strong and yet to be gentle. So at this point, some people might misunderstand you, and they might feel that you are, that when you express your strength, that you're using more than you need. It's like people used to tease me about the microwave oven, that you only use it to warm up a cup of water, when actually you could cook lots of things in the microwave. It's like you're using too much power for a little tiny task. And so, what I like to do is just to lay this crystal across her uh, body. Remember, the gender does not matter. But when the lion is hidden, it's a very delicate being. And so my feeling for you, Sarav, is that a little bit of Sarav goes a long way. That strength starts with an S, just like your name. And that I'm just feeling in my heart that you need to balance yourself so that you're not too strong. Excuse me a minute. Murphy! Sorry about that. Balancing yourself, and especially in your own being. I have a feeling that you're hard on yourself, Sarav, and that the universe wants you to ease up a little bit. That you drive yourself very hard, and it may be hard for you to take a rest. And the universe is just saying, hang on a second. Remember, you have inner guidance. Sarav, you have inner guidance. And this inner guidance, this is what will keep you in balance. All right. Remembering that your personality, if your personality is bigger than your inner guidance, that's when you will be misunderstood. So for sure, you want to make sure that you keep your strength in check, and so that it's balanced and you're not intimidating to anyone. All right. A very lucky card. The balance of the lamb and the lion brings such peace of mind. All right. Very, very good. All right. Let's see. I'm checking down at the bottom, Christina. Okay. Priya is up next. Thank you so much. I don't know what I would do without you. TM, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. As you know, Christina's Rose is helping me make sure that you send a thank you, and then I'm more than happy to read a card, because remember that gratitude is one of the luckiest, excuse me, gratitude is one of the luckiest things you can participate in, for sure. Yeah, how long have I been? Oh my goodness, I'm over an hour already. Excuse me. Yes, fill in the blank. Right, right. Thank you. Okay, Priya. And let's everybody say a prayer for my voice. I really I don't want to quit because we're going so well here. All right. So thank you, Sarat. Excellent. Okay, Priya. What's Priya's lucky card? What's Priya's lucky Lionsgate card? All right. Priya, lucky Lionsgate card. Let's check it out. Okay, Priya, my friend, this is one of my favorite cards, because look at how she's in a nest, right? She's in a nest. So this shows me, Priya, that you're coming through a time of challenge. You've just gotten to a time of challenge, and you're exhausted because of it. Now, part of you does not feel exhausted. Part of you feels just fine. Thank you very much. However, Your inner guidance is giving you a very important message. Your lucky card involves being separate and resting. There's something, now notice again, I'm so grateful for this deck because almost every single card has some sort of representation of the portal. And so this strikes me because she's right in the portal, isn't she? And she's resting. So I personally am a person who does not rest very much. You might, I may have some ADD. I've always been a little bit on the hyper side, a little overactive, and I have to watch that I don't just stay moving all day long, and meditation has been really, really helpful for me. So, Priya, your inner guidance is reaching out to you. Your inner guidance wants to connect with you. And there's a few thoughts in your mind that are disruptive. They're disturbing you. And the only way to find peace is to just stop. Just stop. So, whatever it is that is your problem of the moment, what's bothering you today, you need to release it and let it go. I personally, my favorite technique is to do a YouTube search and find Let It Go from Frozen. You know that song. And I find it in different languages. This is like one of my secret methods that people laugh at me, but people who know me well, they'll send me like a video of Let It Go in Irish, or Let It Go in Romanian, or Let It Go in Chinese. But when I listen to Let It Go in different languages, I often cry because just the thought that that particular concept, let it go, has been translated in that beautiful song all over the world. And so I invite you to use the energy of rest as your lucky card. You might feel guilty about it. I can't sit and do nothing. I have too much to do. No, no, no. You need to take this time to rest. For this to show up as a lucky card is a positive. Don't let it intimidate you, but just know that your inner being does not want you to be alone. See that little heart there? Your inner being wants to be this for you, a total source of support. And so every time you choose to rest, put your life aside for a minute, you're aligning with your inner being. All right? Wonderful reading. Take it to heart, okay? And now we have TM. Hi, TM. Welcome. Thank you so much for playing the game with me. Let me just, all right, for TM and then Viia. Thank you. All right. What is TM's lucky Lionsgate card? Let's see. Oh, TM. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. And the reason I say that is look at the eyes. Can you see how the eyes change? Do you know that I owned this deck for a long time before I noticed that? And then I laid it out on the table and I was like, whoa, look at that. So the High Priestess, this is a lucky card for you, TM. The High Priestess is a card about keeping quiet. Isn't that interesting? Keeping quiet. The High Priestess energy is all about watching, listening, and learning. Watching, listening, and learning. The High Priestess is very much the representative of your inner being. Because as you really allow that there's a part of you, TM, that is divine, there's a part of you that understands spiritual things, and that that part of you is waiting inside of you for you to connect. You may be a teacher, or you may be, um, you're you may be a communicative person, that you're chatty and your personality, it likes to be involved, etc. But there's a part of you that wants quiet. There's a part of you that wants to keep their eye open, watch carefully, and decide mindfully. For you to get the High Priestess as your lucky card, I'm kind of jealous of you, because what that means is that the divine is really planning something special. And as you quiet yourself, in fact, you know what? I'm going to claim this card. I'm going to say, okay, this is one of my cards for Lucky Day, because I do meditate and I've been enjoying it more. And do you know there's such a thing, TM, as a walking meditation? Dr. Joe Dispenza is the first person I saw teaching about it. But lately I have been taking walks, just listening to meditations. I just kind of fast forward through the walking you to sleep part, and then I walk around while they're doing the affirmations. But there is something so special happening for you, TM, and I just hope that you take this to heart and really work at being quiet. Okay? Oh my goodness. We have so many people. Thank you guys so much. I can pray for my voice. I'm going to hang out here for a while because it's Lionsgate. And yes, okay, so let's see. Viia, oh, Sanuli, beautiful Sanuli. Miss T, hi Miss T, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Amanda is the order. Thank you. Thank you guys for accepting the order. I know I'm doing best I can, get through as many readings while my voice and my phone hang out. Let's see, my phone still has half the energy left. We're doing good. I have 100% energy left. Okay, so where are we? We're Viia, and then Sanuli, Miss T, Amanda. Okay. Thank you for your patience, you guys. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. All right. Let's take a peek for Viia. What is your lucky Lionsgate card? Oh, nice. Page of Pentacles. Okay, so Viia, again, thank you for this deck, Lightseer's deck. Look at all the portals. Okay, so we have a portal that this figure is standing on, and then holding another symbol of the portal. So it looks to me that your lucky card is all around finances, Vidya. There's something happening right now where your financial situation is shifting. And I think all of us love that news, don't we? But what I'm noticing here is this figure configuration of the legs. Remember that we had the hanged man showed up earlier in the reading, and that was that time when you are just paused for a moment. You're trying to consider what is the next best thing, and actually the figure is upside down. On the hanged man, the figure's hanging like so. And so to me, it shows that you're getting things figured out. You're getting things untangled. And it's very important that you are aware of what you need to learn right now. There is an enthusiasm about your ideas, and there's an enthusiasm about what's possible. However, there's a part of you that just feels more secure, grounded. You may be a Capricorn, or an earth energy, because there's just this desire to kind of move slowly. So this card, so lucky for you, because there are going to be messages coming to you about opportunities, and much of it is going to demand that you learn some new skills. Okay, but this energy is all about that. This energy loves to learn new skills. So, what I would say, Vidya, is do whatever it is that you do for work. Look for 2 or 3 things that you could learn that would make you better at your current position, because Adding skill sets is the way to make progress right now, for sure. And then the last piece for you, Vidya, is make sure you're spending time outside in nature. There's something for you when you become overwhelmed or things get to be too much for you. Step outside. Okay. Again, if you want to take a picture of the card for your screensaver, go for it. Excellent. What a lucky card. Wonderful. All right. Next, we have Sanuli. And I will tell you guys right now, as I'm going in, I have Sanuli, Miss T, Amanda. I will keep going as long as I can. If I don't get to you, what I suggest is that you pop back into the beginning of this reading and just watch some of the cards that I've picked. We have had the most lucky cards, haven't we, Mystic Christina? Mystic Christina Rose. I always want to say your whole name, but we've had some fantastic lucky cards here. And so don't you worry. If we don't get to you, there's a card for you here. All right, so let's go to Sanuli. Thank you for your patience if I don't quite pronounce your name the right way. Thank you for putting so many gratitudes into my stream. It means the world to me. It really does. And all those thumbs up, you guys, you're blessing me. You're making me feel very lucky to have you in my family. Fish out of water and friends. You're my friends. Okay, so we have Sanuli. Oh, Sanuli, what a great lucky card. So, Sanuli, it looks to me that you have been considering a change for a while. There's something drawing you out of your current situation. You might be leaving a relationship, or you might feel like you need to leave a situation. And there are these cups that are there's I never noticed this cup before, honestly. There's 8 cups and they're missing, and now I can see them. I've never noticed this before, Sanuli. My eyes are always drawn to this cup with the fire in it, but right now I see 1, 2, 3, 4 cups that have sunk beneath the surface. There's another one, and there's one sinking there. And so I'm aware that the universe is sending you abundant love and support as you walk away from your situation. I notice that these footsteps are going alone. So, this card, even though some people look at the card and they think it's sad because there's departure, there's loss in this card. But the thing is, though, Sanuli, is that life is costly, isn't it? There are losses in life. There's nothing you can do to prevent it. The cards are dealt as they are. But you are being blessed, Sanuli, with the ability to focus on the dawn. And these sunrise readings this morning, this is almost like this was created for you, Sanuli, because you really need to understand that it is lucky to leave things behind. Even though it does not feel lucky, I choose to turn towards the divine. Even though I don't feel that this change is good, I choose to follow the divine because you are being drawn just like a magnet to something brand new. When I look at this figure, there's no suitcases, there's no burdens. She's barefoot. Her head is lifted. Her head is not hanging down. She's looking towards that sunrise. So don't forget, everything that you choose to leave behind is empowering you. Sanuli, I would definitely take action today and do some decluttering. Something in your home, if it's a drawer or a closet, anything where you can go through and create a pile of things to donate and a pile of things to throw away. As you concretely do this, you could clean out your car, you could clean your refrigerator, but do something today. In fact, all y'all, it wouldn't hurt you a speck to do something today that actually physically leaves something behind by either donating or throwing it away. Okay. Very lucky card. Sometimes people would look at that and think, well, that's not lucky. Oh, yes, it is. You don't want to be carrying the energy of relationships from years ago or from belongings that you no longer use, that is not good for anyone's energy. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's see who I have next. I believe I have Miss T. Big hug to you, Miss T. Everyone send energy to Miss T. Take a breath. It's a lucky day, whether it feels lucky or not. And we do the best we can to play the cards that life deals us. Isn't that true, Misty? All right, let's see. What is your lucky card for the Lion's Gate? All right, Miss T, this is a beautiful card for you, my friend. The Knights. The Knights serve the Queen. The Pages serve the King, but the Knights serve the Queen. And when you have been in a situation where you're walking slowly on, so this knight moves the slowest of all the knights, which I love for you, Miss T, because you are in an extraordinarily gradual process. This is an extraordinarily lucky card for you. Why? Because the people that are coming toward you want want nothing from you. As you go forward and allow yourself to get connected, to be received, it may be that being a volunteer will be your very first step to being able to accomplish what you're wanting, because it's cool to be a volunteer. It's cool to help out someone else who's hurting. And I feel like this message for you, look at all of this that's behind the night. You can't hurry, you can't rush, it's no equipment for that. You'd be on the horse for that. So, just this gift of time and support as you open yourself up to it. All right. It's an very, I was going to say extraordinary again, but it's a very lucky card. It does show me too, Miss T, when I look over into this um, horizon here, see how there's just a little tiny bit of space between him and the edge of the card. So I feel like what's happening is that you are embracing the changes, and that it won't too long before you have some kind of connection with someone that will give you a very supportive message. Okay, super lucky card for you, Miss T. Okay, now let's see. We have Amanda. Amanda, hi. Thank you. I know you're back. You've been here before, and I appreciate that. Okay, so glad you're here, Miss Amanda. Oh, you're welcome, Miss T. Yeah, I love that the king. Oh, okay. Excellent. Oh, it's 88 minutes. Oh, it's 88 minutes. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's 8:58 and it's 88 minutes. Isn't that neat? And I have 18 thumbs up. Oh, I feel so lucky to have this time with you all. I got goosebumps all over my body. Okay, so I'm just going to keep shuffling here. And Amanda, I'm going to pull your card at 8888. It's only 50 more seconds. Can you wait? But I just want to draw your card at 8888. I want to have somebody be there. But anyone else want a card? All you have to do is throw a gratitude in there. What do you love about your life? Do you want a lucky card? I still have a voice left. I still have a phone left. And I am willing to draw you a lucky card. I'm just waiting till, oh, I just missed it. It went to 8-9. Dang nabbit. All right, so let's draw. That's funny because it skipped. Okay, Amanda, what is your card at 8889? Ah, the Hanged Man. So this is the second time, all these readings I've done today, this is only the second time that a card came out. So I love that. The Hanged Man. So, Amanda, what's happening? This lucky card for you is a very lucky card because it shows that somewhere deep within you, you have a knowledge of this. Okay. The very idea that you have an inner being that is invisible, powerful, never gets sad, never gets worried, and never gets afraid. This inner being of ours is what keeps us connected and feeling joyful, even though life is challenging. Our personality, this is our little self. That's the part that gets annoyed or frustrated or yells at Murphy when he's barking and that sort of thing. That's the personality. If your personality forgets that you have inner guidance, that's when you feel doubt, fear, and anger. But whenever you turn, and it takes humility to turn into our inner being and say, look, I'm upset with my daughter. My boss is mistreating me. My ex won't talk to me. When we start thinking those things, we forget we have inner guidance. The hanged man energy means that you remind yourself. Okay, so this is so key for you, Amanda. Whenever you feel panicky or disordered, dysregulated, I've not used that word today. But when your nervous system is dysregulated, you can feel horrible, really. You can even feel nauseous. You can get headaches. Your body can really flip itself out under stress. So I feel this card is so important for you. Do you have a tattoo? And something about a tattoo that's coming to me here, but the idea of reminding yourself when you are disordered in any way to turn inside. Dr. Joe Dispenza and Michael Seeley, both of them are fantastic meditation guides. And Jessica Heslop, who is my personal hero at the moment, I really enjoy her so much. Her YouTube channel is Live the Life You Love, and her meditations are wonderful. She has sleep time ones and wake time ones. But this is a key for you. Put yourself in hanged man whenever you need to, remembering that hanged man is the identification of your personality going quiet, right? The inner being always increases when our personality goes quiet, okay? You don't have to hang yourself up for a long time, but stop and pause and rest and figure out what is your next logical step. Wonderful lucky card for you, Amanda. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right, Kelvin. I see that you love your life. I'm glad that you do. I love that you're here. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing that you love your life. And so let's quickly draw a card for Kelvin. What is our our Lionsgate lucky card for Kelvin? All right. I can't wait to see Kelvin. And Tasha T, love that you love your husband. I'm happy to draw you a card, girl. Okay, Kelvin, let's see what your lucky card is. Oh, we have the High Priestess. Kelvin, were you here before when the High Priestess showed up? This, again, this is cool. So, all right. Well, I like that you said that you love your life because what we're seeing then with loving your life is, are you loving your entire life, right? Because really, we have two lives. We have our inner being that we are nurturing. I watch Abraham Hicks and Neville Goddard. There's a man named Brian Scott who has lots of videos that teach me about my spirit. They teach me about energy and how to live my best life. Okay. And so there's the other part of our life that we're walking around, this the personality part of us that can be in conflict, isn't it true? Like, for example, if you know you shouldn't be eating fried food, Don't ask me why I'm picking that. And then you go ahead and eat fried food, or you know you're not supposed to stay up till 2 in the morning when you have to get up at 6 in the morning, but you do it anyway. So this card is a strong, lucky charm for you to check inside first. Check inside first before you make choices about what you're going to do. Remember the message, look at the eyes and how the eyes shift. And so this is the sign of a deeply into how do I want to say that? Mindful, thoughtful energy. So if you've been making decisions that you know are not to your highest good, this lucky card is here today to affirm it will be worth it for you to go through the changes. So whether you're being called to change your diet, change your work life, or change how you relate to your friends, whatever it is, the change that's coming, you do have guidance. And so lean on it. Okay. Take a picture of this card if you want to take a screenshot so that you have a reminder of this lucky charm for you. Okay. Excellent. Great reading, Kelvin. Love it. Okay. And then I think Sarah, is Sarah next? Christina? And then Esther? I think that's right. Tasha. Oh, thank you, thank you. What would I do without you? And here, you guys, I'm going to post something that that Christina sent me because she's on vacation. She's on at this beautiful lake in Canada. I'm down in Tennessee in the States. I mean, how we even met each other is crazy. But she gets to be in the most beautiful nature place as she's helping. Um, okay. Oh yeah. Well, Sarah, be sure to do a gratitude. And then I saw Esther said something, didn't she, Esther? Yes, yes, yes. So we have Tasha and then Esther. Okay. But thank you for giving your time to fish out of water and friends. Do you do fishing there? I would be, I love fishing. So I did, I used to teach golf many years ago, and I understood why golfers like to fish because it's so quiet out there on the lake. I love that early morning fishing. Okay, so let's do Tasha. Tasha, what is your lucky card for Lionsgate? Ah, Tasha, my friend. Okay, I really love this card. Oh yeah, no, catch and release. I do consume fish because of my body. My body is happy consuming fish, but the catch and release thing is so true. Okay, so we have Queen of Swords for Tasha. Tasha, now, what I'm seeing here, the gift here is that the lucky, why is this lucky for you? You have seen your share of life. You have been in a place where you have had to make some tough decisions. And in this Lion's Gate, I'm sensing that you might not even feel that lucky today, Tasha. I'm just sensing as I look at the figure and look at the energy that there's just thoughtfulness. There may be a person missing in your life. You may have a no contact going on. I'm just seeing this white cloud around her head, and I feel like it's symbolic of not knowing something, of needing to accept something that is not easy, because this is not a joyful figure, but this is a certain figure. She's certain. Now, what we don't see often is in the corner. Can you see this? There's a little cup in that cage at the bottom. All right, a little cup that's in that cage. So this, the reason this card is lucky is because you have discovered how to protect your heart. You know your limit. You know how far you will not go. Your self-love, the core of who you are, it needs growth. Okay. This card helps you, I believe, to step into this energy. Okay, Tasha, because you have been leaning on your own personality for so long. And I feel like there's there's a step you can take to engage or to be with your inner being more frequently. Okay, I definitely recommend the videos by Jessica Heslop, uh, Love the Life You Live. That's her YouTube channel, Love the Life You Live, because it will help you to drop in and do some self love meditations and some self care meditations to strengthen your own heart. Because when you live separate from your heart, it's just tight and it does not feel that comfortable. You don't need to give up your strength, but allowing some softness to come in. So, your lucky card is allowing softness. A couple of affirmations, Tasha, might be even though I don't know how, I'm feeling so much softer now. Even though I don't know how, I'm feeling so much more open now. Even though I don't know how, I'm getting more comfortable now. Use this lucky card to bring yourself back into balance between your mind and your heart. Okay? Very powerful card. Okay, so then I think we have Inez or Sarah, and oh, okay. And we do we have someone else first? Oh, okay, wait a second. Okay, Sarah. I will do Sarah next. Esther. Oh, thank you, Esther. Thank you. Thank you for being patient, Esther. I'll get right to you. Okay. All right. I'm going to do Esther and then Sarah, and then I'm going to close these readings. So just so if you all did not get your reading, email me at tarot, please, info please at gmail.com. I would love to hear from you and hear what you thought about it. So we have Esther and then we have Sarah. Esther, what is your lucky card? And it's the world. The world did show up earlier in our readings today, and it's such a great card for the Lion's Gate. So I am so glad for you, Esther, that it is your card. And Inez, I will get to you next. Okay. Awesome. So this card is for it's just a wide open, joyful, lucky card. Now remember the last card when we were reading that Queen of Diamonds and it had, excuse me, Queen of Diamonds, Queen of Swords, and it had that strength and almost guarding the heart. And then this card is really the opposite energy. This shows that you, Esther, are wide open for everything the universe has for you. And partly you might think, oh no, what am I doing? I'm abandoning my heart to the universe. And I would say, yes, but that's just such a great time when you're able to do that in life. So as you walk through this beautiful portal, notice that there's no suitcases, there's no shoes, there's no backpack, there's not a purse. She's not wearing binoculars around her neck. She's just walking through with 100% trust that she is the luckiest person on the planet. There are lucky girl syndrome um, meditations, and I highly recommend that you start listening to those, Esther. Jessica Heslop over there at Love to what is Live the Life You Love on YouTube. She's got some great ones, but if you go to the YouTube search and just look up Lucky Girl Syndrome, any of you guys, it's such a great video to watch today. But take a picture of this card. This is an outstanding card of good luck. I also like two things especially. One is all of this green, and it's a lighter green, but green is the color of the heart chakra. And there's just all this glow of love coming out that people are going to feel you in a different way, Esther, as you walk in the peace of mind that you're learning. People are going to be so drawn to the peace of mind that you're learning. Be sure to keep meditating as you birth this new world. Something brand new is coming. What a great lucky card. Absolutely fabulous. Okay. And our last card today, my dear friend Inez, thank you. Gracias, amiga. If my Spanish were better, I'd read it in Spanish for you, but I want to be able to draw you a lucky card. How do you say lucky? Suerte? Is good luck, buena suerte? Anyway, I know a little bit. I know just enough Spanish to be dangerous. Okay, let's pull our last card for beautiful Inez. And thank you to each and every one of you beautiful souls that have shared my time on this lucky day today. And I'm going to go have some oatmeal for breakfast now. Okay, Inez, let's see what your card is. Inez, oh my goodness, let's take a look. When we take a look at this card, we immediately, or I immediately see this crow um, cawing right in his ear. Ah, 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 ah. And he's holding his head like, oh, this headache. Oh my goodness. And that seems to be the energy, doesn't it? It seems. And you're like, well, how could this be a lucky card? Because of this. Look at that little figure in this. Okay. So, what I'm seeing for you is that you are troubled and worried about something, that something in your heart is worried. And a lot of ladies I know are worriers. And I have a worry cure right in the description box. It's called the Worry Cure, and you can tap it and you can explore that. But what it is when you don't know how to let go of someone that you're worried about. Okay. So, Inez, this is our symbol. Inside of you is where God lives, right? Inside of your heart is God, the divine, this angel being that supports you and helps you. This is you, your personality. This is the one who worries. So a part of you is worried, but a part of you is confident. That mix between the two is what makes the card lucky, because I want to point out this little figure. This is your inner being. Your inner being is not, no es pequeño, Dios, the God is not small. But if God is far away, it feels small. The reality is he has taken, oh, he's walked away from the guidance. If he turns around and goes this way and becomes connected to his divine guidance, worry goes away. So, the reason this card is lucky for you, Inez, is that as you pray for your husband and pray for your family, the worry goes away. God does not want us to worry. Worry is no good, right? So, turning to your divine wisdom, turning to your angel, turning to your guide makes you very, very lucky. Okay? You know yourself that if you're too, if you, how, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, like micromanage, like micromanage where you're always fussing about things. It creates a gap, it creates distance between you and your loved ones. So this lucky card today is every time you feel that, turn inside, go into where God is in your heart. Got it? Great message for everyone. Thank you guys so much. It's 108 minutes. I love that. And it just passed 9:18. So I'm going to quit at 108 minutes. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here with me today. And just go out and have a great Lionsgate and say to yourself, I am so lucky. I'm the luckiest person I know. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. I'm always in the right place at the right time. Say lucky as many times as you can today. If you get a new pet today, name it Lucky. I love you all so much, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'm going to be here with Gigi, my friend from Green Aventuring Tarot. We're going to do love readings in the morning at 11 o'clock my time. So I look forward to seeing you then. Take care, my dear friends, and thank you for sharing this lucky day with me.